Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Yeah, this is Jim from Southern Ohio. Cleveland fan since Bernie, and I think they ought to call our new running backs Quake and Shake. I think that would be a very good handle for them too, and I think they're really going to be good. Go Browns.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails, Tim. I like it. Nobody's done it. It's not overused. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm old school in this. I'm not ready to give anybody nicknames till they go out there and, prove it on the NFL level. That's just my own opinion. I mean, I kind of like it a little bit. I mean, Thunder and Lightning gets used way too much, and I personally would just keep that reserved for, Lendale White and Reggie Bush at USC back in the day. That is really, to me, the only Thunder and Lightning thing I could ever say. But what I think is interesting when you talk about the Shake and Quay thing, I think is funny because we think of Quinshon Judkins as the power back and Dylan Sampson as the shifty of the two backs, but Judkins has a little bit more mobility, I think, as far as agility than you would think, and Sampson actually runs with a pretty good amount of power, despite being compact. But both these guys, certainly guys that we all could have seen, being potential second-round picks, and the Browns get both of them. So I think it's going to be fun to see these two guys, get to work and really see what the Browns can get out of both these guys, and if these two guys can really become a quality tandem going forward.
So this is from PFF 2025 running back rankings. Number one, they have Derrick Henry. Saquon Barkley is 2. Bijan Robinson 3. They have Najee Harris 26. Judkins from the Browns 27th. And then Travion Henderson, also his Ohio State teammate, Patriots 28th. Judkins will likely be RB1 in Cleveland. PFF rushing grades 88.2, 83.4, 88.8 in his 3 seasons of college football. You can argue the rate. It's tough to rank, particularly rookie running backs. If the Browns' running game is not top third in the league, they are going to struggle to win games next year, mightily.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, there's a reason they went on, got these two guys, that they drafted Harold Fannin Jr., that they signed 2 veteran offensive linemen in free agency in Cornelius Lucas and Tevin Jenkins, and that they went back to Kevin Stefanski's scheme and also bringing in a new offensive line coach. I mean, the running game was just so bad last season. It wasn't even just that they couldn't run the football. It's the times that they didn't try to run the football. And I think that, among many other things, was why, the scheme just looked so bad, and why I thought last season the offense as it was unfixable. So I think with the investment they've made, certainly it goes back to the biggest thing I said at the beginning of the offseason was, in addition to having some kind of plan for quarterback, you have to rebuild this run game. And certainly the Browns have done a lot of things to try and rebuild the run game, in a particular, just reload at running back. Now it's up to these guys to get the work in over the next couple of months and go out and perform. And when you talk about these rankings, yeah, it's hard to see where these guys are going to be, until they step on the field. Again, old school, and these guys can't go out and prove themselves until September, when the games count and mean something. So, it's just going to be interesting to see how it kind of plays out, over these next couple of months as these guys get reps and they get up to speed, and to see what this 1-2 combination of Judkins and Sampson is going to look like.
And we won't know right now, even the OTAs, and they're not in pads, they're not hitting, they're not. But I will say, Judkins is a big guy who moves his feet well. That I can see.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing that for 3 years of college. 2 at Ole Miss, 1 at Ohio State. So, I mean, especially people up here in Ohio, they've seen plenty in Quinshon Judkins. They know certainly what to expect out of them. It would have been fun as well, if when Tennessee came to Columbus, in the playoff against Ohio State, we got to see Dylan Sampson. Unfortunately, he was not 100%, and he didn't get to be out there. That probably wouldn't have turned the game too much, but it's kind of interesting that the last game Ohio State played in the shoe last season, both these got 2 future Browns running backs were on the field together. So it's kind of interesting how that kind of plays out. Now they get to be teammates, and it'll be fun.